Talika Desai, 23, heroin overdose.
Arsenic?
Well, not enough to kill her. Apparently it's been seen before with taxidermists.
Jasper taught her a bit of taxidermy and she put her own spin on it.
What are you thinking? Troll?
Calling themselves Oscar Wilde. Did your sister ever mention a relationship with an older man?
Ian Tedman, I'm Vivian's husband.
Was what they call a sugar daddy arrangement.
Who is the boy?
It's Professor Tedman's son, Oliver. How did you get those cuts on your face?
When an artist dies, sometimes their work doubles in price. And what Sean stands to make is their agent.
Can you expand on the exact nature of your relationship with Talika, please?
Forensics found this emerald under Talika's body.
This woman, Nell, called.
Nell is my sister.
I'm Philip, by the way.
It's me, Dad James. He's in a home. He's got dementia.
Injuries could have been inflicted post-mortem when they threw the body down the well.
That's him. Our body in the well. I think we've just watched Indrek Calder's murder.
Hello? Hello?
Come on, we'll get you cleaned up.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hello, sweetheart. Oh. And I won't be a sec. I'm just going to fix myself up.
At least he remembered me. Did he have a better night?
I woke up at 3. He was sobbing.
This isn't my fault.
I didn't say it was.
You're not the one who was round there every day. You're not the one he was calling in the middle of the night.
I'm not far away. You should have asked for my help.
You knew he was ill, James. But it's easier to pretend nothing's wrong, isn't it? Leave it to me to pick up the pieces yet again.
Finished it this morning. I hope you like it. Here, thanks.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's perfect, Brandon. Thank you.
Cheers.
Good.
Hello? Hello?
We've had this in our possession for 2 days.
Didn't seem significant until we realised it was Indrek Calder's murder. It's dated 6 days after he was last seen at the homeless shelter.
What's she looking at there?
Maybe she hears something downstairs.
And then the room's empty for about 6 minutes.
Oh my God. Balcony.
Looks like it.
I've seen some of this footage before. She used it in her exhibition, just a few seconds of it.
Talika knew who killed Indrek.
Maybe it was Talika. No, it could be a woman behind that mask.
But why then put it on display?
You need to find out where that room is. The obvious link is drugs. She was an ex-junkie, and you say he spent 6 months in Mountford for possession? Could be an execution.
Talika was an addict, not a drug pusher. I want you to focus on Indrek, speak to people in the building trade, Eastern European community, homeless people.
Okay.
We should talk to Ian Tedman. Talika might have mentioned something during their affair.
Hold on. Is there any update on the missing necklace? Or this Oscar Wilde person trolling Sahira?
Dead ends on both so far.
We should focus on the connection between Talika and Indrek, surely.
Keep an open mind. Find that room.
Sir,
I keep saying it's Joe.
I like a word.
1 week in and I'm swamped.
Superintendent Innocent asked me to come back because she valued my experience, but if you have a problem with my work...
Not at all. Anyway. You helped us through a difficult patch, but you made the decision to retire. Now I need to make sure there are opportunities for officers coming through.
Younger officers.
Well, I didn't say that. Look, there is nothing to worry about. No decisions have been made yet. I'm just looking at the team as a whole.
You have 4 new messages. Ollie, this is pathetic. At least call me back so that I can talk to you. I need...
How's your dad?
Go back up there at lunchtime.
Good that you're spending time with him, though, eh?
Yeah. Although he forgets I've been to see him most of the time.
He still enjoys your visits, though.
He seems to.
Well, that's all that matters. Life's just a series of moments. That's all there is. You tell Moody I charge extra for that level of philosophical insight.
This was the summer of 2012.
Yeah. We did a few days labouring near Cowley.
And did he talk much about himself?
Well, not to me. But there were a couple of other Estonian guys on the job. He seemed to know them.
Great. Okay. I'm gonna need you to write down the details of the company that you were working for.
Oh.
Here you go.
It's easier if I tell you and you write it down. Yeah?
We'd like to help you, but look around you. It's the worst possible time.
Look, I can finish these. Why don't you go and rescue those flowers from your mother?
Mum, please, leave those.
Sorry about that. Things have been a bit difficult.
At the time you were having your relationship with Talika, we believe she may also have known this man, Indrek Calder.
Yeah, he came to our shelter, I think, but I didn't know his name was Indrek.
Talika never mentioned it?
Not that I remember.
Did she ever volunteer at your charity?
No, thank you. We did have a lot of students, but not Talika.
Jim,
They need you to sign for these chairs.
Sorry, do you mind if I...
Go ahead.
Indrek used to help out with odd jobs at the homeless shelter. You'd think that would make it more memorable. God's sake.
What?
Jasper Hammond.
No, this simply isn't necessary, Sean. It's just a bunch of ill-disciplined children.
And it was children making the phone calls, was it? He found this last night.
I think I know what happened to my sister. His name's Jasper Hammond. And he's not just weird, he's like creepy weird. I think he found out that she was seeing someone else and he flipped. I mean, he's got a criminal record.
There were rapists in Mountford, murderers. I just forged a few import licenses.
Obviously, we'll ensure that's taken down.
You served your sentence in Mountford?
From the 2nd of March to the 1st of September 2007. 184 days.
Did you cross paths by any chance with an Estonian man called Indrek Calder?
No.
You were inmates at the same time?
It's a big place. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. I'm not usually superstitious, but, given the circumstances...
Does it strike you as unusual that Jasper was looking at Sahira's videos? James?
Do you mind talking to Sahira yourself?
Not at all. You go and have lunch with your dad.
No, it's not that. I just want to check something.
So your followers, or whatever you call them, are destroying private property?
They're subscribers. And they're just trying to show their support.
You made a public accusation. I don't think you understand how serious this is.
Take the video down.
Well, his name's out there now, isn't it? You don't have the facts.
Well, that's because you won't tell me anything. Like, why are you even asking me about this Indrek guy?
I can't get into details.
Well, she never mentioned him. But she never mentioned Ian Tedman either. I told her everything. Well, she trusted me. I know I said that I didn't want to see her, but can I change my mind?
Sahira?
Please tell him that I'm sorry. I've been held up at work. I won't be able to make it. No. I understand that, but it's unavoidable. Thank you. Morning.
Why would you write such vicious stuff about yourself?
To keep people interested? To drive traffic to the site? I don't know. But people started leaving comments, saying nice things, defending me.
But the comments you wrote about Talika...
Oh, they were just little digs to make it more convincing. People talk about Talika enough already.
What do you mean?
Everything she did was exceptional. I mean, even her drug addiction turned her into this amazing artist.
You're jealous?
I just wanted people talking about me for once.
It's all here. Our entire exhibition is about Indrek's murder.
1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. I haven't heard that since I was a little kid.
Well, look at Indrek's shirt. He is the secret never to be told.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Well, and she's used it here. And there's this piece called Ding Dong Bell. Ding Dong Bell, Pussy's in the Well. Talika knew where Indrek's body was.
Moody's right, you know. We need to find that room.
Lizzie! Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. I like to support my sergeants on the ground, and if they're very lucky, I bring them lunch.
Oh, well, thank you. Having these a bit too much at the moment. I'm not very good at cooking when I'm on my own.
What is it your husband does again?
Engineering. He's got another 2 months left in Canada. Luce and Hathaway keep threatening to get me a cat.
Oh, crazy cat lady. Can't see it myself. Any luck with Indrek Calder?
No, not yet, but I've found a few people who vaguely remember him, but I'm just about to ask if anyone here... Sorry, I just need to... That bloke there, he's just got a book from the library, but I'm pretty sure he can't even read. I'm sure he just took something out of it.
Oh, come on, then. I need the exercise. Oi!
Darren!
I'd stay there if I were you.
What? Is this
On the
about
wall.
Indrek again?
What'd you take out of this book?
What? I've never seen it before. What, are you the book police or something?
OK, as you are aware, I am Sergeant Maddox, Oxford Police. And I am conducting this search because you just lied to me regarding a packet you took out of that book. Got any sharps?
No comment.
A packet that I believe contains drugs. Where'd you get this from?
No comment.
Did you get it from that library?
You go. I'll do this.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of the possession of Class A drugs. You don't have to say anything.
Bryony, Ollie?
It could be anywhere.
Why cover everything in sheets?
We've got Bryony Willett and Oliver Tedman downstairs. You should talk to them. I just made an arrest.
And you weren't aware that there were drugs in them?
No.
How's it going?
She's blaming Ollie. Says he served Darren.
Well, he's doing the same. He's blaming her.
We found 3 library books with coke stashed inside, and they've just moved on to the properties now. Oh, and there's this. Bryony's front door. 5 locks, a reinforced bolt, and a golf club by her bed.
Thank you.
How did Oliver come to volunteer with you?
His father, Ian Tedman, set up the charity.
For the tape, D.I. Hathaway has entered the room. And did you never suspect that Oliver was using the library to sell drugs?
No, I had no idea. I thought he was there to help.
Why have you got so many locks on your front door, Bryony? What are you afraid of?
Nothing. I'm just being careful. I'm on my own with a young child.
You see, I think you keep something in your flat which makes you afraid. I don't know whether it's cash or drugs or both, but we will find it.
If you're selling drugs, you're dealing with some pretty dangerous people. We need you to cooperate so we can keep you safe.
No, it had nothing to do with Ollie.
Are you admitting to selling cocaine from the library?
I was just trying to provide some security for my son.
By exploiting the people you're there to help?
Well, no one was there to help me. Friends floor one night, back in my car, showering in the leisure centre before job interviews. Every day, I imagine it happening again, but this time with Max, I won't let it.
How long had you been doing this?
18 months. I didn't go looking for it, but when the opportunity was there...
What do you mean, the opportunity was there? Who were you working with?
I'd like a solicitor now, please.
Bryony, did you ever meet Talika Desai? Did she ever show you a video?
I'd like a solicitor now, please.
Why the Talika question?
Bryony knew Indrek. She was dealing cocaine, so potentially she has access to heroin. But they can't rule her out.
Did you buy her as a murderer?
I didn't buy her as a drug pusher, but she's frightened. She's protecting someone.
Why film Indrek's murder?
What's happening, Ollie? Why did you arrest him?
Bryony's been dealing coke from the van.
What?
Seriously. She's admitted it, hasn't she?
Can't comment.
Can't comment? Well, why is she involving my son?
Viv.
What's going to happen to Max?
Well, he's with his gran, isn't he? So he's going to be fine.
I know, but...
Right? What's wrong?
My heart is going berserk.
What, do you suffer from panic attacks, Bryony?
You always think the
I
worst!
wasn't accusing you, Ollie, but I'm saying, if you ever get mixed up with anything like
All right,
that...
leave it now, both of you. Not today.
Come on, let's try and get you into the cell. There's a bag in there. You can... Bryony! Can I get some help, please? Bryony? Bryony, can you hear me?
Tahira Desai?
Yeah. Since she admitted trolling herself, it's been nagging away at me. Her most popular video was the one where she's talking about Talika accidentally overdosing 18 months ago.
What, did she get more attention if her sister died?
James, you need to get to the hospital. Lizzie's just gone off in an ambulance with Bryony Willett.
Why, what happened?
Some sort of seizure. Looks like she was using as well as selling.
Paramedics had to do CPR on the way in the ambulance. It was pretty full on. Something wrong with her heart.
What, from the cocaine use?
No. Doctor's saying she wasn't a drug user. She was poisoned.
Her blood test shows a high level of digoxin. It's a medicine we use to treat cardiovascular disease, but given to a healthy person, it sends them into heart failure.
But she's been down at the station. There was someone with her the whole time.
Well, it takes 3 to 6 hours for the symptoms to kick in, so however it got into her system, you can assume it happened a good few hours before her arrest.
Can we talk to her?
Not yet. I did want to mention something else, though. One of our tests picked up traces of arsenic.
How much arsenic?
A tiny amount, not lethal. She's been exposed to it regularly for about a year. Oh, excuse me. I'll let you know when she's well enough to be interviewed.
Arsenic? Like Talika?
Maybe taxidermy's the connection. Well, it isn't coincidence, is it? Both women exposed to arsenic, then both women targeted with a drug.
Are we sure that Bryony was targeted?
Well, she's consumed lots of drugs she wasn't prescribed. It's attempted murder until we know otherwise. How you doing?
It might not surprise you to know that the world of taxidermy is really rather small. If this Bryony Willett was a fellow practitioner, trust me, I would know. May I show you something? It's the first piece I ever made. I was 10, riding along on my bike. I saw it lying by the side of the road. I couldn't bear to leave something so beautiful to decay.
What's that?
Oh, I've been meaning to fix that.
No, not the frame. The photo. This necklace.
Bradley Willett's been seen at Sean's a few times, but he's gone. He's cleared all his stuff out. What?
Maya, aged 46, adult meningitis. The necklace had been in her family for generations. We were unable to have any children to pass it on to. So I gave it to Talika. Something special to wear for her exhibition.
So where's the necklace now?
I know what people think of me. And for your information, I liked her. I liked seeing her wear the necklace. I would never have done her any harm.
Jasper, we know Talika was wearing the necklace when she came home. What happened to it?
I saw it on the floor when we first found her. I couldn't just leave it there, broken. And I didn't want to have to explain myself to get it back.
So you took it?
I'm too old to justify myself, to worry about what our relationship looked like. I liked her. She seemed to like me. I took her under my wing. I made her a gift. I did not kill her. I'll get it for you. Sean's taken it.
Do you need a hand?
You're the one insisting we do this.
How much is here? 20 grand?
At least. Look at these receipts. Sean sent dozens of bits of taxidermy abroad in the last year, all to money laundering hotspots.
Oh, the taxidermy was a cover.
Must be how he gets his profits out of the country.
So do you think Talika was in on it?
No, whoever did that's done a fairly bad job.
I'd assume it was Bryony Willett that was doing it. That would account for the arsenic in her system.
Right, let's get Sean's details circulated, especially to ports and airports.
Okay.
Maddox?
Yeah.
Can you get me the indirect Calder footage from the beginning, please?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, look at this. It's just clocks everywhere on the receipts, on the invoice, on the blotter. Here, 999. In your own time, Maddox.
Come in.
Looks like studies for that Ding Dong Bell piece at the exhibition, you know, the one with the clock and the inkwell. Talika must have been working on it. Why?
Should just be up there.
Look. There, she looks down. And the vibration. Time code. She's hearing a clock chime beneath her.
Indrik was killed in her clock tower.
Look, this crest, that's Langton College. They've got a clock tower. You get on down there, we'll keep searching.
Sean Wilkinson.
Sean rents a storage facility near Bicester. He's just been picked up by uniform.
I found the room. According to the portrait, it's rented out for the whole of August 2012 for a study. Name on the booking, Professor Vivian Tedman and Talika Desai.
Sir, her department have said it's the only research paper credited to Professor Tedman that year. It's called Depersonalisation and the Moral Code. And, listen to this, she co-wrote it with Talika Desai. Reference number is CMM77.
Okay, thanks.
We don't have time for this.
No, we have to find out everything we can before we speak to her. It wasn't just Indrek, there were others.
What the hell is this?
Like Stanford, but worse.
Any luck?
Yeah, August 2012. They were running research on prison psychology based on something called the Stanford Prison Experiment, apparently.
What, the one from the 70s? Where the bloke got a group of volunteers, put them in a fake prison and it all kicked off?
Oh, you know it?
Yeah, I did it at A-level. Some of the guys who were acting as guards became so sadistic that they had to abandon the whole thing.
And what did they do?
Sleep deprivation, verbal abuse, forcing the prisoners to strip, that sort of thing. But if I remember correctly, wasn't it just sort of one bad egg rather than all the guards?
But they're all just normal people when they went in.
Well, I think that was the point of the Stanford Prison Experiment, to prove what ordinary people are capable of.
But why would Vivian and Talika want to repeat it?
Well, Vivian got funding to assess the impact of anonymity on prison dynamics, hence why the guards' faces are all covered. Look, normal numerals for the prisoners and Roman numerals for the guards.
So is there any mention of Indrek, or prisoner number 7?
No, it's been doctored, so there's no mention of Indrek. And they made sure there are no pictures of his attacker, guard number 3.
So something went wrong. Indrek ended up dead, and Vivian and Talika covered it up.
But how could they? With all the other participants?
Well, the experiment ends suddenly. According to the report, the guards and the prisoners were put in lockdown on the night. They obviously wanted them out of the way so that...
Oh, look at this. Look. No prisoner number 7, but look, guard number 3. 29-year-old Caucasian female, initials BW.
Bryony Willett.
I need to know if you took part in an experiment run by Vivian Tedman in August 2012.
What? No. Max was ill. I had to cancel at the last minute.
So you didn't take part at all?
No. I was back and forth to the GP. Vivian said she'd lose her funding if she couldn't get someone else, but what could I do?
And did she find somebody else?
I think so. What's this about?
Who was it, Bryony? Who did Vivian get to replace you?
This is bordering on harassment now.
I'm here to speak to guard number 3.
What do you mean?
Guard number 3, your son.
Can I just borrow you for a second, Ollie? Excuse us, Joe. Get on this way. Look, you've got to trust me, okay?
Get off me! Get off me!
You were the last-minute replacement for the experiment.
Listen, Ollie, we're going to get you a lawyer, okay?
Professor
So
Taylor,
don't say another
please.
word until
God's
you've
sake, they
spoken to
already
him.
know.
They know he was involved in the experiment, that there was a terrible accident.
I never said that there was an accident. Look, I beat him. I took him out onto the balcony. It wasn't an accident at all.
Right, Ollie, tell us what happened.
No. He doesn't know what he's saying.
But I've wanted to tell the truth for 3 years. I begged you.
I know. I'm sorry.
We were trying to protect him.
Were we? Or were we covering up your mistake? That rather than lose your funding, you put our 13-year-old son into a situation he couldn't possibly cope with.
Let the boy speak.
I honestly thought he'd be okay. If I'd even imagined.
You should have
that
imagined. It's your job to imagine.
Shut up! Please! I'm not a child anymore. This is up to me now.
So you took part in your mother's experiment?
I thought that it'd be a laugh. You know, turn up, play a part, 50 quid a day. I didn't think I was a bad person.
And she made you play prison guard number 3?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like an idiot at first telling people what to do, but then we started having a bit of fun with it, getting the prisoners to do stupid things, and by the 6th day it felt normal. Like I was actually this guard, and they had to do exactly as I said.
So Indrek Calder was prisoner number 7?
I only wanted to frighten him. You know, like in a film where they pretend they're going to throw them off a bridge or something. I don't know what happened, but I did it. And you two made me cover it up.
Hey, Ollie.
Don't try and make out that you weren't involved. Mum called him and he came and took the body away.
You didn't have an affair with Talika, did you? She saw everything. The money was to buy her silence.
What were we supposed to do? She was using it to buy drugs. Her way of coping, I suppose. Then she got clean, found this art thing.
She stopped accepting the money. You couldn't control her anymore.
These references to Indrek started creeping into her work. I wanted to talk to her about it, but the great psychologist persuaded me not to. What was it you said she was doing? Processing trauma?
The art was keeping her stable. You were the one that checked the tapes. You promised me the footage was all destroyed.
I thought it was.
So then Indrek's body's discovered and your son comes home saying he's just seen himself on Talika's exhibition. She'd crossed the line, hadn't she?
I had no idea that she'd worked on the experiment. I mean, I hadn't met her before, but then she had this video. She was showing the world.
What happened after you saw it?
I came home and I told them it was over. I said I was going to the police in the morning. The 3 of us agreed. But then you made it impossible.
It was too late. I had to.
You killed Talika.
I tried not to hurt her. I'm sorry, we'd gone this far. I didn't know what else to do.
Where did you get the heroin?
At the shelter, there's a safe. If heroin's found, that's where it goes until the police can pick it up.
And who's on digoxin?
What?
My mother. Bryony saw you opening the safe at the shelter.
What's happened to Bryony?
I told you, she didn't know what I was doing.
You were messing with the safe for no reason in the middle of the night. Bryony knew Ollie was involved in the experiment. How long before she worked it out?
Mum, what's happened to Bryony?
That coffee you gave her.
Yeah, I was cleaning up your mess. By killing Talika, you just replaced one problem with another!
My mess? But you're the one who put our son into that experiment! You told us both to lie! It's your fault that we're like this! All I've ever tried to do is protect Oliver.
What do you think I was doing? He was 15! We couldn't just stand back and let his life go to waste!
Look, he's a good boy. He's proved that he deserves a second chance. He's volunteering. He's got himself into Oxford. He's using rugby to channel his aggression.
He's using rugby to self-harm you.
And Indrek's life, Bryony's life, Talika's life, all expendable, were they?
He's our son.
This is Nell. Sorry I can't come to the phone. Please leave a message.
Hi, it's me again. I assume they haven't found him. I'm on my way.
Hey guys, not a long one today. Just wanted to say I'm surviving and I massively appreciate your support. I can't believe there are now 500,000 of you. Okay, so today's topic.
You found him. Why didn't you call me?
Didn't pick up when he was missing.
I came as soon as I could. I went for a walk. This is not a prison. Walking.
He didn't have any shoes on and he was lost.
What do you want me to say, Nell?
I was sure no comment all the way.
No, he wants to talk. Hoping for a reduced sentence. Nobody else was involved, just him and Bryony. Our school friends, apparently.
Oh, nice friend. And did Talika know what they were doing with her arm?
Nope, she had no idea. The row was her firing Sean as her agent.
Hey, great work in there. Well done. Good.
That's just a little something to keep you company while Tony's away. Hathaway's idea.
Oh! What is it?
Tony, the tabby. Great way to start the weekend. How's it going, Philip?
Lovely.
Right. All right. Ah, you're all baited up. Good. Just unhook that. Okay. Knock this bail arm off. And then just get a hold of it like that. And nice and smoothly back. Throw it as far as you can, but keep it smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm always trying to get my little boy into fishing. Not keen. More into books.
You'll get there, I'm sure. Just waiting for the right moment.
Oh!
There, you got one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lively one.
You? No, you're good.
Right, here we go. You just guide it in. Oh, that's nicely done.
What is it?
Rainbow trap.
That's a trap.
Yeah, very nice.
Hey. Well done. Oh.
Alexander Armstrong in the Land of the Midnight Sun is brand new tomorrow night at 9, and the case takes an unexpected turn when our new thriller Unforgotten continues Thursday at 9. and you can bring yourself right up to speed with a new series of Downton Abbey, available now on ITV Player. Next tonight we've got the very latest ITV News at 10.